Good evening, my people. Good evening. Making sure the volume is up. We're good. Good evening, my people. Good evening. It's your boy, Monte Carlo. And I want to welcome you guys to a interview with my brother, Craig Geeda, Master Barber from Harlem. He is tuning in right now. Let me accept him. Accept. Okay, here we go.
Good brother.
What's going on, champion?
Everything smooth. Everything healthy, man.
Bless, man. Glad you was able to jump on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Not gonna hold you up too long. We're gonna do this for about 30, 40 minutes tops.
Oh, okay.
You know? Yeah. Right. I know, this is your day off, so
yes,
we want you to spend that wisely. So let me ask you a question first. I remember barbers, they only had Sundays and Mondays off. Is it a new thing, like in the beauty slash? Because one of my homegirls, she's into the beauty business, and she has off on Tuesdays also. So is it a new thing?
No, I think it's what you flex around your hours. You know what I mean, and your personal life, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Okay. You have to make it flexible for yourself. You got to make time for everything.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Awesome. So let the people know where you cut at. All of that good stuff.
Style on 7, 144th and 7th Avenue. You know. So
how long you been cutting there?
4 years.
Okay. All right. Cool. So how long have you been cutting hair, brother?
This year makes 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, did you start off in a cutting room? What did you start off at?
No, I started off in a shop down the block from the cutting room. It was AJ's. Two brothers. They believed in me. I was cutting my own hair at the time.
Was that Spook's?
And yes. Shout out to Spook. Shout out to Spook.
Copy.
Yep. That's where I started. Yep. Him and good brother by the name of Ariel.
Okay.
So the name of the shop was AJ's. God bless him. So he's no longer with us.
Okay.
Passed away.
Okay.
Some years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I hear you. Well, yeah.
They gave me my start. They got me in the game. So that's how that went.
Okay. I hear you. Well, yeah, man. That's what's up, man. So what was it like? I interviewed Lenny the Barber sometime last year. What was that experience like? Working with the
cutting room?
Brother in the cutting room.
Working with Lenny. Lenny was dope. And I'm going to tell you why. Because Lenny, what he did was unheard of. He basically made like a super team of barbers. Didn't matter, everybody was on the same level. You know what I mean? Everybody had celebrity clientele. Everybody was skilled. He had something for everybody, And it was never done before. It was the first superstar barbershop, basically, in my eye. I mean, celebs come to barbershops, that happens. But to where you see the A-list at that time come through, And he basically had the two best barbers in each shop, in that shop. And everybody was their own boss. You know what I'm saying? Like he raised it up a level. He raised the bar when it came to, as far as cutting hair. And shout out to Lenny.
Yeah, so it sounds like he was very strategic when it came to putting the barbers together and the marketing strategies that he used.
Yes, because he basically, every shop he went to, he took the two best barbers.
Okay.
Not on no rhyme bullshit. It's just every barber seen the bigger picture.
Was
You get
it
it?
was it you and Maine that he took?
Yes. He didn't take us. We came to him.
Okay.
We stepped to him. Well, yeah, that's how that went. We stepped to him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know about us. He didn't know
Mm-hmm.
about me and Maine.
Mm. So y'all
That's
went
how
to him.
that went.
Y'all went to him collectively and was like, "Listen, this is what we want to
Right.
do.
But I
We're
didn't
gonna work with."
know. Maine went to him first, and then I went to him. But we
Okay.
both didn't know we was going to him.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So what were some of the strategies that barbers use or that you might use to make the most money in an hour?
mm. Well, I'm known for cutting fast.
Mm.
You know, I'm kind of fast. What it is though, I'm an ambidextrous, so I cut with both hands. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that gives me an edge on a lot of barbers. I cut with both hands, so that's why
Wow.
I'm fast. You
Okay,
know,
so you go on one side, switch up.
I mean, you know, I don't want to talk like I got a bunch of Superman stories, but you know, I could do about 10 in an hour
Jeez
if I'm
Louise.
really on it like that.
Jeez
You
Louise.
know, the average probably do about 2 an hour. The average barber.
Wow.
So
So you're able to
that's
book. You're
that
able
ain't
to
no-
book clients. You're able to book 3 clients an hour, give or take 4 clients an hour on
I could
a.
do 4 and
Mm-hmm.
take my time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
when I'm in a rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
it's like an NBA player shooting their jump shots. You know what I'm saying? They get in their
Mm-hmm.
rhythm. They got their spots. That's the same thing with barbers.
Mm-hmm.
We have our spots. You know what I mean? That's
Mm.
how that go.
Okay. Okay. So what was the which hairstyle took you the longest to master?
Fade.
Okay.
Because when I came in the game, I started cutting hair in '98.
Mm-hmm.
When I came in the game, blowouts was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was getting blowouts at the time,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it was like chemical blowouts. Dudes was
Mm-hmm.
getting F curls and all that. The fade is probably the hardest cut to do.
Okay. How did you
You
how
know
did
what I
you
mean?
perfect that though?
Just
Prac-
practicing. When I my first year cutting hair, I never took a day off. I worked 7 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
10 hours a day. Even if it was slow, I just planted myself there. I was determined to get better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was around a lot of good barbers, so I learned from each and one of them, you know, each and every one of them, you know.
Mm-hmm. And the
So
first barber you said you worked with was Spook, right?
yeah,
The best
so Spook was
person
there.
the best person you can learn from.
Yeah, I learned from Spook. I learned from Maine. And then there was other barbers in there that I also learned from. So it's like, plus what it is too, another thing about it, right? You can learn from other barbers, but you still have to make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like basically you can't cut like the next barber. They
Mm-hmm.
have their own, each barber have their own style. Like nobody's really similar. No
Mm-hmm.
style is similar. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can compare, but I never compared myself. I always just I would compete, but never compare. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
In
Okay.
that order.
Mm-hmm.
Never compete, never compare.
Mm-hmm.
So I would never compare myself to Spook, or I would never compare myself to Maine. You
Mm-hmm.
get it?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to make it my own.
Mm-hmm.
I learned from them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I still had to make it my own. Plus, we all know how to draw. Most barbers know how to draw.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing too. You know,
Okay. Natural
most barbers
artist.
are natural artists. So we're artistic people, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So you gotta, I cut like I draw, like I'm drawing.
Okay.
I see it before I do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Wow, that's
that's how,
interesting. So how important is the barbershop culture you feel in the urban communities?
right, right now
Yeah.
or back then.
We can go briefly to back into up now.
Well, if we talk in Harlem,
Yeah.
your skill set had to be up.
Mm-hmm.
It was about your skill set, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Because even though we don't compare, we compete. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you did that, I'm doing this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we give each other that drive, that ambition, that motivation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's good competition at the same time. That's how it was back then. And
Yeah.
then back then you had more competition.
Mm-hmm.
You had more competition back then. I
Mm-hmm.
think somewhere down the line it got lost. You know what I mean?
Okay. I hear you.
So
Well, hey, I mean that happens, right?
so now what's happening now? The culture is still there, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but you have it more where the barbers, I mean, in my opinion, they do it for the dollar. They don't do it for the love. And that's okay too. I mean, you know, you're getting your business on,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you're getting your money up. I can understand that, but you got to know the basics too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can't just, because see, with these barbers now, they'll come out, just put dye or color in the nigga hair, shape them up and think they nice. And
Mm-hmm.
that's not how I go,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about barbers now, they brand themselves more
Mm-hmm.
than barbers back then. Back then, your rep was you. You was your
Mm-hmm.
rep. You had to earn your keep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was around giants,
Mm-hmm.
and I was right there with them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Big name barbers, you know, famed popular barbers. I was around them.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get mine on, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
I did it my way.
Yeah.
So
Respectfully.
respectful.
Yeah. What do you think was one of your biggest strategies to gain clientele?
To be determined. Just
Okay.
grinding. It's just like the street. If you ever been there, you know what I'm saying? For anybody that understand a hustle, the master a hustle. And it doesn't mean drugs or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I was determined.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be nice. I wanted to be great. I wanted to be better. You know, I was determined. So it really came. It was just me being myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I would work 7 days a week, nonstop, and it also helped you with your social skills. You
Okay.
become more of a people person. Because I used to be antisocial.
Mm.
Because I come off the corner, like I come off the block. I used to be on the block. So, I had the mentality of if I don't know you, I don't need to know you. But
Facts.
being a barber, you have to become a people person
Mm-hmm.
because you cut in different walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
You dealing with a lot of personalities. You dealing with different attitudes, different egos,
Mm-hmm.
all of the above. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
you're
everything.
more like a therapist.
Yeah,
I hear that a lot.
yeah, yeah. You know, there's been times I can know a person whole life
Mm-hmm.
and don't even know their name, but I know everything about them.
Yeah, I
You
get
get
that.
it?
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's between me and that individual. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be careful too because
Mm-hmm.
you can give it advice and they'll look for your advice. And that advice
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they share with the world. They might carry that advice. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta move like that also. You gotta be careful with that. Word.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, I guess at the end of those conversations, you got to tell them, this is, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not no therapist, but this is just my opinion
Right.
on whatever the conversation is, you know. Um, I was doing some research, on barbers, things of that nature.
Mhm.
Um, Con Air or was it Wall?
Um, you talking about Wall the Clipper
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Con Air? That's something. That's blow dry.
Okay, okay,
But that's something like your little sister might use in the bathroom or something.
okay,
I don't use Con Air.
okay,
No,
okay,
I don't
okay.
use Wall neither.
Mm-hmm.
Word. I never had Wall clippers.
Okay. Those are like the
Maybe an
old school
electric
joints, right?
shaver, but that's it. To me,
Those
Wall was whack.
Huh?
I'm a Andes dude. You
Andy,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. I fool with
I
Andy.
fuck with the Andes, the
Mm-hmm.
oysters. War was like trash to me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? What up, Dick? What's good? Cousin Nitty. Shake
Mm-hmm.
it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so that's how that went. Or
Yeah. During the pandemic, I experienced getting a haircut at a mobile barber shop.
okay, okay.
What are the benefits? What's mobile versus actual barbershop?
Well, the benefits of a mobile, you can open and close
Or
on any
non
corner.
benefits or non benefits.
You can open and close on any corner you want with a
Mm-hmm.
mobile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's yours,
Mm-hmm.
but the maintenance,
Mm-hmm.
get it? The maintenance of that,
The cleansiness too, right?
all that.
All that.
You know, you might not have a bathroom.
Whew,
You might not have a sink.
whew.
You It's a lot of things that you
Mm-hmm.
don't have when you have a mobile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a possibility of that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, what if the client needs their hair wash, or
Mm-hmm.
what if they got to use the bathroom? You know, what if you're cutting a kid? You know,
Mm-hmm.
so those are it's pros and cons to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Every hustle, every business, everything has a pro and a con. You
Okay.
just want to make sure the pros outweigh the con. You
Mm-hmm.
follow me? So
Mm-hmm.
that's how that goes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Do you find,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I know you cut a lot of young brothers, a lot of young kids. Like what's the
Mm-hmm.
experience like, when that single mom or the mom
Well,
in general.
um,
Uh-huh.
kids made me better as far as skill, as far as patience, as far as being able to tolerate things. You know, one thing an OG told me one time, right? An older barber,
Mm-hmm.
he used to be like, "Yo, ain't nothing wrong with you cutting kids, because kids grow." So I'm gonna give you an example. You know how many 40-year-old men right now I was cutting since they was like 13,
Mm-hmm.
15. You
Now
get
they
what I'm
got
saying?
kids. Now they got kids.
Now they got kids. So that keeps you in the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have your barbers that don't want to deal with kids. A lot of barbers don't want to cut kids. I'm kid friendly. I have kids of my own. So
Mm-hmm.
what I look like, I'm cutting my kids. I can't cut yours.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how
Yeah,
that
yeah.
go.
So this is the thing where I'm trying to get at. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the parent, the mother that brings that child in, right, and that this child doesn't have any discipline, right, and you can tell he's given his mother attitude, things of that nature. What
Well,
what is your energy like when that happens?
I'm kind of old school. If you don't check your kid, I will.
Good.
You know, but I'm gonna do it in a respectful way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to try to patronize you or your kid. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
if you're not disciplining your child,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably check them.
Have
Yeah.
you ever had to like pull a mother aside and say, "Hey, listen, this is how," like to give them advice, because sometimes the father's not in a household, and you might be able to see that.
No, no.
Okay.
Um, I probably give them insight or advice, but never to where like it's a problem.
Okay.
If that makes sense. And then sometimes you have mothers that be stubborn about their kids. They know what their kid is, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't want to say anything about it. You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a
So
that's a whole
one of our
lane of its
brothers,
own.
yeah, one of my brothers said, "How do you settle them down?"
Well, I get along with kids. I don't really have too much of a problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm kid friendly.
Good.
You know what I
Good.
mean? Because see, sometimes with barbers, we're a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We the cool uncle, we the father figure,
Mm-hmm.
we the big bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So all that falls into play. Being a barber is welcoming. So I can't be a barber with an attitude all the time. You ain't gonna make no money. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not being phony about it. Everything for me is genuine. You know, now if you disrespect me, I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna feed into it because I'm to the level where I'm unbothered. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's your choice to get in my chair. It's
So
not my
okay.
choice for you to get in my chair. You
Mm-hmm.
dig? So that's how that
Mm-hmm.
goes. You know.
So what's the experience like when you're cutting like a 19-year-old? Well, they've been younger now. The 16-year-olds who are like in gangs and things of that nature. What goes
It
on
comes.
in your spirit, in your
They come
soul?
through. They
Mm-hmm.
come through.
Mm-hmm.
They come through.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you deliver it.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you show of yourself and you assertive as a man,
Mm-hmm.
they'll respect you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got some now try to talk a little slick and then you got to put them in their place.
Okay.
Like I said, you know, like a lot of these young dudes, especially these little gang dudes, they just spoil kids. They didn't come off the curb.
Mm-hmm.
So I be seeing right through that shit. You did?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them ain't really no disrespect to them. You know, I understand you know, you claim what you claim or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them haven't had grown man experience. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they still, you know, they still looking to their mothers and whoever that take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
They still they still looking up to them. You know.
Mm. It's crazy, man. Just talking to you, segue into that type of conversation. I can
Hmm.
see like all of the good barbers, especially in Harlem,
Hmm.
coming together and just doing something, whether it's like a summit or
Right.
some form of a situation where they're like
See,
mentoring some yeah.
see, you know why they took away? You know why there's so many gangs now? Because they took away like. Remember when we was coming up? It was like
Mm-hmm.
PAL, Boys and Girls Club,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, tournaments of everything, basketball, football.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that is being taken
Mm-hmm.
away. You know, you know, you know, for the kids that do play sports, they got to travel to other boroughs
Mm-hmm.
just to play. They got to go all the way to the Bronx. They got to go all the way to Brooklyn. They got to go all the way wherever, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Bronx, Brooklyn,
Mm-hmm.
Queens, just to play
Yeah.
sports. You know what I mean? Upstate, you know. Um,
Wow.
Harlem lost a lot of its culture. You know, it's still there, but it's selective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now
Shout
it's
out
like
to
it goes by the perception of who you are,
mm-hmm.
not who you are genuine, in a genuine way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to the good brother who tapped in a little while ago, Billy Council
Hmm.
of Harlem. He's one of the brothers
Yeah,
who's you always
I
see
know
him.
Billy. I
Yeah, yeah. I met him
know
once.
Billy. Good
Met
brother.
him once. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Billy used to come to the cut room.
okay.
I know Billy very well. Yeah,
Part
I
of that
remember Billy.
era.
Yeah, he's from that era. He's definitely from there. He was there.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. We have to slowly but surely, bring that restore that energy in Harlem, man. You
that's
know,
a fact.
where
That's a
like you
fact.
said, like the programs, like they shouldn't have to travel to the Bronx. They shouldn't
Right.
have to travel to Queens, things of that nature.
Yeah.
I just enrolled my daughters. I have a 17 and a 15-year-old, and I just enrolled them into a after school program
Okay.
in Harlem where they can go and focus on different things that they specialize in.
Hmm.
You know, so yeah, we definitely have to get back to that. Um, so have you ever
I'm
cut
all
hair?
for it, man. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
as far as the kids go, you know, I think it should be targeted for adolescent. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like 13 and under. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that way, you know, they understand temptations of the street,
Mm-hmm.
what to look out for, what to
Mm-hmm.
surround yourself with, what to motivate yourself with, you know,
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's usually when kids are tapped into whatever gets their attention.
And
or
it's
whatever gives them
bad
attention.
because a lot of these kids I know, a lot of these kids I used to cut, you know, and
Mm.
now they locked up, or I would hear about them doing something crazy. So, you know, something need to be done. You
Mhm.
know, we
Yeah,
need to.
I spoke to Cheo about that a few
Mm-hmm.
months back in September
Okay.
about doing something like that, and my brother Amari Baraka about doing having a situation like that
Mm-hmm.
where we're pretty much giving information to the people of the community at one location.
Okay.
You know, it's just that, you know, we shouldn't be in that energy when something bad happens on the media, on media, things of that nature. Like, it's time for us to start stepping up now when things are
That's
like, you
right.
know, in a median level, and just to get things going. So I look forward to reaching out to you in reference to that.
Okay.
Um, that's real talk, man. Have you ever had the opportunity to cut here out of town?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I did promo tours, stuff like that
Mm.
back in the day.
Are
Yeah.
you allowed to like I don't know if they have like any what do they call it when they have the ghost riders. So are you like a ghost barber, or is there anybody that you can talk
Yeah, I could
about?
teach you how to cut hair. I
No,
could
no,
teach
no,
anybody how to
no.
cut.
I mean, like,
So,
is there any celebrities that you would like to say that you've cut for, or things of that nature?
and how many celebrities I
Yeah,
cut?
yeah.
I mean, I can name a bunch of celebrities I cut.
Like who?
If we going by my as long as I've been
Yeah,
cutting hair.
yeah. Give us a brief
Um,
resume. Yeah.
um, Noriega, Capone, Nas, Bravehearts, Bubba Sparks, Petey Pablo, Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, Funk Flex. I cut Kanye one time, lined Diddy up one time, uh, Method Man,
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Wayans.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I know I'm forgetting a few, but I'm just coming off the top. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing this 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Mm.
that's it.
Wow, that's good, man. So it just shows that, you know, you built this reputation without social media.
Yes,
You know,
way
I
before
think
social
that's the
media.
major key.
Way before. I did a lot of videos,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of photo shoots, a lot of album covers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, G Unit. Yeah, I cut a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
in time. I did a lot of videos, especially like if you all right, we all know Paid in Full.
Yes.
You see Norby's line?
Yes. Yes.
That's my line.
Okay.
That's my cut. I cut him for that. I used to cut Jewels. I forgot about Jewels. I was cutting Jewels before he was even signed.
Mm. Is this
All
when
right.
you was at AJ's?
Yes.
Okay.
I met Jewels in AJ's. He was like about 13,
Mm.
14.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But he's from that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're AJ's was on 151st
I remember
in Amsterdam.
151st in Amsterdam.
You know, that's his block. That's Battlegrounds and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's his hood. And I met him, his family.
Mm-hmm.
His mother took a liking to me. Me and one of his brothers is the same age. So they kind of took a liking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we was all cool. And that's how that went.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, a lot of history. I'm definitely, I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm someone that was there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people is brand new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to
You
go up
know?
there to get my cut at
Now I remember
Spook.
you used to come up there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you was coming to Spook, and I remember you
Mm-hmm.
started coming to the car room.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
remember all that.
Yeah. Yo, I got a good
Yeah.
one for you, man. What is it like when
Oh,
say for instance a customer comes in there, right?
okay.
And because there's like a lot of stories behind barbershop culture.
So what up?
So,
Mhm.
so what is it like when a customer comes in? They want to get their cut from their regular barber, and
Okay.
the barber is not available because, you know, he's like, he's busy. He has too many customers. So have you ever experienced when that barber says, "Oh, yo, go to my man Geeda right there. You know, he gonna lace you up," right?
Okay.
So you lace him up, and then he don't go back to his old barber. Like, have you ever
Oh, that
experienced
happens.
that?
Yeah, all the time. Every
Wow.
shop I've ever been in. Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, that happens.
Yeah.
It happened to me
Respectfully.
too.
Respectfully. Yeah. It
Respectfully,
happens.
it happened
Yeah.
to me too. It
Oh,
happens.
okay. Okay.
That's,
Yeah.
that comes
Yeah.
with the game.
Yeah. It comes
Not
with
too
the
many
game.
on me though. Not too many on me. Not to brag or nothing.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
A whole lot.
Yeah. And that's good. That's good though that you
That's
take.
a part of the game though. Like we don't, like a lot of times we don't hate on each other, but that element is still there.
It's like a
You know what I mean?
relationship. It's like a
Right.
relationship, right? You know,
Right.
you got a
You
girlfriend
know,
or whatever.
it depends on the aura of the shop. You
Yeah.
know, if you in a shop that's full of negative bullshit, then you're gonna be a negative barber. You follow me? So that's how that go.
It
You know,
sounds like you come
but
from a good
success
cloth, man.
comes with a team, and everybody gotta have the same mentality. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing is one man can't run everything.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta play their part. It's teamwork. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a shop. You dig? Like it ain't about who owns the shop and who's this and who's that, because everybody plays a part in the shop. Everybody plays a role. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's who you are genuinely. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
So, you know, so
Wow, man. Well, you know what, man? You came from a good cloth, man. You know,
no,
Spook,
definitely.
Lenny,
Well,
you know. So, you know,
yeah,
you're really blessed, brother.
I've been around a lot of positive dudes too, man. You know, yeah, Lenny, Spook, Fig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to
Fig.
him.
Yeah,
Gotta
I gotta
shout
get
Fig
him
out.
on here.
You
I
know what I
gotta get
mean? Because
Fig on here.
Fig, and I'm gonna say this about him, and shout out to Russ too, because they've been around and they've been out here the longest, but they don't get their flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fig and Big Russ, they don't get their flowers. Denny Mo gets his flowers. You know what I'm saying? But he's from the other side. You know, but it's still Harlem.
Yeah.
No matter what. You know.
Yeah.
And we all respect each other and we all acknowledge each other. You know. So that's how that go.
Yeah, and this is what this platform is about. You know, especially, you know, our Harlem brothers and sisters, you know, giving you guys y'all flowers, man. You know what I mean? Giving y'all that love and letting y'all know that that you being watched, that you're being seen, that we recognize you, that we appreciate you. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because you know, you've touched a lot of kids, you've touched a lot of men. You know
That's
what I
a fact.
mean?
100%.
You played a role, man. One of the brothers said, "Have you ever worked with a woman barber on your level?"
Plenty of woman barbers, you know, and they were all good. You know what I'm saying? It was all good. You know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so man, I gotta reach out
Respect
to
them.
Figs, man. I gotta reach out to Figs. Somebody told me about him the other day.
Yeah.
When I mentioned you, and I definitely gotta reach out to that brother. So, yeah, man. So listen, man, I want to thank you for coming on here, man. You know, people, yo, just stop by, see my boy. What street are you on? Let people know what street you on again.
Styled on 7th, 144th, and 7th Avenue. Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard.
Yeah. Definitely go see my boy, man. Word up.
Yes, sir.
So listen,
Good
champ,
buddy.
man, I'm gonna keep in touch with you. Let you know I got some events coming up, things of that nature. And
Keep me posted.
keep in the loop, bro.
No doubt.
All right.
Okay.
Salute, man.
Salute. I'm in.